All right, we are back. We're going to take a first look here at a new product. Me and Jamie, while we were at the ECC, we got to meet these guys. This is the first electronic cigarette designed on a 3D printer. Is that correct, Jamie?
Not the first, but it
Mhm.
was. They had the 3D printer there on the show floor, and they were printing out cool stuff. So, we went over and talked to them. It's not exactly the most powerful, but it's definitely very unique. It looks great. I really like it. So, Dimitri, you have a video?
Yeah, I got a little video just to kind of give you a presentation of what it looks like and what it comes with, and we're going to come back and talk about it. All right, here's a first look at the Mod Power Kit. This is the packaging that it came in with. There's going to be a lot of cork theme throughout this short video presentation. Removing the outer plastic sleeve, you're going to see inside a cork base. Everything was assembled inside here, the electronic cigarette, 2 replacement heads. This is the charging base station, again with some cork material on the bottom. Plug this into a mini USB, micro USB, and then position your electronic cigarette inside there to charge it. It also came with a USB wire. It came with 2 replacement heads. These are your Kanger single coil route. It had a detailed user manual, quick start guide, and also a little pamphlet explaining the e-liquids. I'm actually going to fill this up with one of the e-liquids that they sent. And here is the Mod Power Kit itself. I know a lot of people talked about it. It looks like a Lego when I posted this on Instagram. It looks plastic. The material on it is unique for an electronic cigarette. It's non-slip. It's definitely plastic. Look on the bottom where the charging port is. A little bit more cork material there. There's also a USB port on the electronic cigarette itself. That way you can use it as a pass-through when it's charging. This is basically a bottom coil clear tank. That's all it is. This section right here is your tank. You're going to see you have 2 plastic windows on the side. There's your central air shaft tube. Drip tip, this is removable. You can use whatever drip tip that you want. And here's the coil that I have been using. I am going to take this and screw it down. There's your connection. And once you screw the coil down, you take your e-liquid. Let's try a little bit of this kiwi cooler. And then you fill your tank up. Just like you would any Kanger Pro Tank or Aspire. We got some going over there. And then you simply put these 2 pieces together. There you go. Now, turning off and on the device, 5 clicks. 3 clicks. 1. Gonna get a little flash there. Now the device is on. 1, 2, 3. Now it's off. Now it's on. That's pretty much it. It's a quick look at the Mod Power Kit. All right, and we're back. Now, a few things to keep in mind, okay? Obviously, this device is not going to be targeted to people like me or people that have been vaping for a long time, okay? But it's always fun to take a look at these new products and kind of think about it from the angle of a new vapor. If somebody saw this in the store, if they're starting out, they're smoking, a woman's perspective. Stephanie, you said while the video was playing that if this was out when you were attempting to go into electronic cigarettes, you would have bought it. Why?
Just the look of it. I'm a sucker for packaging, I'll admit it. If I had walked into a vape store, saw that, I would have bought it. It would have been my first mod.
And, really, I think that's what the marketing behind a product like this is. No frills here, as Jamie will tell you. 3.7-volt battery with a low-resistance Kanger single coil Pro Tank head, right, Jamie?
I got to get a rebuilt head on this, but That's just me because that's my thing.
Mhm.
But I was really impressed by it. It comes with this really nice drop-in charger, which I really like. I love USB chargeable devices. I don't like worrying about batteries. I don't like worrying about carrying special stuff around. It has a micro USB port right on it, so you can easily charge it. It looks really sharp. It does have a 510 connector on it, and there are some issues with the tank in this pre-production device that we have.
Correct.
But they are aware of them and they are working on them. I do like the fact that it uses the original Kangaroo Pro Tank head. It's a very solid platform to build something like this on. If they built it on the Pro Tank 2, I mean the Pro Tank 3, I probably wouldn't have been as jazzed. I just think it's a really nice, solid device. If I was a buyer for vaping retail, if I ran a store, this would be something that I would highly consider stocking. The packaging is awesome. It's cork. It looks very nice on a shelf. And it really seems like a product that you could give to a new vapor, show them how to fill it up, show them how to change the head, and they'd be good to vape. The only thing I really wish is they offered a package with 2 batteries. You could have one.
Yeah, and I think that's the what they were thinking with the little cube charger, because you're at your desk, you're gonna have your cube charger. You're vaping, take it and just set it down into your cube and it's charging.
Right.
So it's not definitely a device that you're gonna carry around all day. But if you're at a cubicle, if you're working at an office or you're at home, you take it away, boop, just set it down into your charger and it charges. It vapes just like a Pro Tank head. It doesn't vape bad at all.
It really is just a 3.7 volt ego that looks nice with some additional value added to it. It looks very sleek. I like the fact that everything's flush. I like the button. I like the light. It's very well designed. The company that made it is Design, and they are a design company, so you'd expect something like this to come out of it. I think you said it best last night when you said this is a hipster device, Dimitri. I agree, but I really like it.
Yes.
Well,
I don't have a.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Stephen.
I have a question about it. So you're vaping it and you put it on the charger. Is that going to affect the battery at all?
It's going to affect it just as much as having a cell phone and putting it on a charger. I don't think it's going to over the long term. It might slightly reduce your battery life, but I don't think it'd be noticeable over the average course of a battery like this. I mean, an Ego you get a couple of months out of,
Right.
and then you recycle it. So this is very similar to that.
Okay.
And keep in mind that I see comments in the chat. I would rebuild it with cotton. Yeah, it's great for people that vape, but for something new, you're not gonna get somebody to build a microcoil and put it in a Kangaroo Pro Tank head with cotton, guys. I mean, let's keep it real. I think this is more something that would be attractive to the hipster crowd, the yuppie crowd, of course, because of its design. But I think it's something that would catch the eye and get somebody that smokes interested in electronic cigarettes too, and that's very important as well. Okay, let's not think about it. Let's think about the marketing of this product. Other than that, it's got a couple of issues. The tank, the way that it forms down onto the body, is a little bit wobbly. They're aware. I've given them all my feedback from using it these past couple of weeks.
Yeah, and the drip tip's wobbly too.
My drip tip it's loose, but it doesn't pop out. So.
Yeah, mine doesn't pop out, but it feels loose when you've got it in your hand.
But you can put any 510 drip tip on there, and the button sticks for me sometimes.
Good
as well,
question
too.
from the chat. What is the MA rating? Let me look in my handy.
I think it's 900 mAh.
Easy to read, well illustrated English documentation. It is 900 milliamp hours, and it puts out 3.7 volts. It's made of ABS, plastic, stainless steel, and brass. Excuse me. It's solid. I like it. It seems to give you. I mean, just the fact that it has solid, well printed English instructions with it.
Yeah, it's always
is a nice
plus.
value add.
I've invited the Mod Power Kit guys to come on the show, so hopefully we might have that lined up next week or a few weeks from now to get a little bit more information about the design, how they came up with it, and when the model is going to be released. I think, don't hold me to it, but the kit, I think it's $85. But don't hold me to that price.
That's what it says on the website.
So yeah, that's pretty pricey for what you're getting. But again, did you get any of the e-liquid, by the way, Jim?
I did. It came with Mix Vapes liquid, and I've been vaping their lemon cheesecake. It's pretty good.
The lemon cheesecake was up. I'm vaping the Ecto Cooler at 0 milligram. It's not bad at all.